Hey guys, we're back. So this generation is bringing Brazilian Jiu Jitsu to a whole new level. We started in the gi, we went to nogi, and now Eddie Bravo talked about combat jitsu with slaps. Where are we now? We're talking about Car Jitsu.
Gurkey's looking for a front choke here, and now on the dashboard. Gurkey's now got the back. He's looking for the rear naked choke.
What is it? Let's find out. Jiu-Jitsu is taking the front seat in pioneering the new ways combat sports can be done. From MMA.
Oh, big mistake. Huge mistake. He's got it. Tap, 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 tap.
To combat jitsu.
Regulation now, moving to the body. Beautiful right hand.
BJJ is not slowing down anytime soon. And this time, the new brainchild of BJJ is Car Jitsu.
And we're off. And it looks like immediately Samuel gets in the better position.
What in the world is Car Jitsu again? You guys should get yourself together.
Both knees have to make contact with the seat, and that'll be 4 points for Sam. Mount.
I know it sounds goofy.
Sam is unable to move.
Out of the norm and improper.
He has absolutely gotten himself into a bad spot.
But bump your brakes for a minute. Haven't we all wanted a live scenario of what it would be like to use jiu-jitsu on the street? Car Jitsu is where we get to find out.
We want to show you guys what you can do. So let's say Mark is driving, he's the abductor, he's doing his thing over here, and Eve wants to apply rear naked choke. Check it out. She dives around, she puts the hand around the neck, she locks it up, gable grip or standard right here. He'll try and he'll tap or he'll go unconscious.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Kevin, the owner of MMA BJJ Champ channel. The next clip is from X Marshall. They are our official ad sponsor. Great gear, everything related to BJJ. So if you are a big fan of Jiu-Jitsu on the move, you will absolutely love the Dojo Roadshow by X Marshall. Tag along as the fastest growing brand in martial arts travel the US in an RV, visiting gyms, competition, and meeting the who's who of the Jiu-Jitsu world. Road-based martial arts tour don't get much better, so tune in. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching. Let's continue with the video. Hope you enjoy. A lot of times, BJJ has been called the gentle art, but the new generation of BJJ is not for the faint of heart.
Sweep to the front, headlock, guillotine as we can go down. He's got a submission wrapped up, and it's been less than 2 minutes. Guillotine.
I'm sure Cody Steele is really used to being stuck in guillotine.
As many want a real-life replication of what is done on the mat, in the street, and there is no better representation than Car Jitsu. Over the years, Jiu-Jitsu has taken on different shapes, forms, and styles. From changing gears to changing rules, adding more submissions, Jiu-Jitsu is always evolving. Leading the next wave of BJJ evolution is Russian BJJ and Judo black belt Vic Mikheev, who came up with Car Jitsu in the early months of the COVID-19 lockdown period.
I'm going to talk with Vic. Now, Vic, obviously you've been doing this for a while. We're still kind of learning about it. Did you have any preparation, or like this is just second nature for you?
I do not prepare for Car Jitsu. It's a good thing because we can just practice regular Jiu-Jitsu, compete here once in a while, and feel and be prepared.
You see, when it comes to the fighting world, Mikheev is one of the big dogs, as he has 25 years of experience in combat. He is not only versatile in BJJ and Judo, he has also done boxing and MMA. But when Mikheev was asked during the day out with his friend how he can use BJJ in situations inside a car, Mikheev was dumbfounded.
And he was genuinely curious how would I apply Jiu-Jitsu and other martial arts inside of the vehicle. And that was the moment when I had the bravery to say that I actually don't know.
He was caught off guard and didn't know the answer to the question. As a professor in mathematics, Mikheev and his friends began trying different variations to solve how they could transfer Jiu-Jitsu from the mats to the car.
Attract people to try whatever they know. And actually, we were kind of immediately surprised with the very first attempts that it's not what any of us would think.
They started by organizing small tournaments in October 2020. in order to get a feel of how it would be like to do jiu-jitsu in the confined space of a car. And after several trials and errors, they finally got the answers on how jiu-jitsu can be done in a car and also made it a sport. A jiu-jitsu sport where submission is not the end of the match.
Definitely Vic's looking for a heel hook here. And there's the tap. And just like that, Vic McKeeve wins the first round.
I will tell you more about this shortly. After starting out with just his car, McKeeve has been able to make the competition more structured with a car that has several cameras both inside and outside to follow up on all the action. Also, there are 2 referees monitoring the proceedings of each fight, one on each side to guide fighters from falling off the window of the car, and also to make sure the rules are followed. Rules that are quite the same with BJJ, but are more sophisticated to fit perfectly to a Car Jitsu match. To begin a fight, Car Jitsu fighters' first move is to unbuckle their seatbelt.
When the match starts, they unbuckle and engage,
or try to stop their opponent from unbuckling theirs. Then, the next move is to assert their dominance over their opponent. Just like in BJJ, points are awarded for positional dominance if an opponent is able to secure a mount or back control.
Very difficult position for James Gerke.
They will earn 4 points. And if it is a knee on belly that the fighter is able to secure, they will be awarded 2 points. To determine the winner of a match, both fighters are to compete in 2 3-minute rounds, each sitting in the front, one at the driver's seat and the other next to the driver. At the end of the first round, the fighter switches seat and the fight continues. If a submission is made within any other rounds, the fighter wins that round, not the match.
Points may be awarded during the match, but have no bearing on the outcome. It takes a submission to win the round at Car Jitsu Championship. If the bout is even after 2 rounds, we go to a 3rd round and possibly sudden death to decide a winner.
And if each fighter gets a submission in each round, or they are both even Stevens at the end of the 2 rounds, fighters will proceed to the overtime, just like in BJJ. But in Car Jitsu, the location is changed. Instead of the front seats, the fighters will start the fight in the back seats. And whoever wins the round either by submission or by points becomes the winner of the match. In Car Jitsu, one aspect of the sport stands out, an aspect that resonated with Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu. This is the self-defense art of Jiu-Jitsu, where everything and anything goes. Well, in Car Jitsu, no punching or hitting is allowed. But aside from any of that, every part of the car is at your disposal to give you an edge when overpowering your opponent. Seatbelts, door frames, windows, you name it. All can be used to creatively submit or dominate your opponent. For seatbelts, they are arguably the best weapon of choice for submitting the opponent. So instead of the lapel choke, you have the seatbelt choke. A reason why they are quite useful is because of their length and accessibility. Opponents can easily grab them to tie up or use as a submission tool against their opponent. Also, spaces below the steering wheels and in between the seats are great places that Car Jitsu fighters take advantage of to assert total dominance over their opponents. Once an opponent is trapped in between those spaces, there is a high chance they are winning that round. Not only that, being trapped in those small spaces wears out the opponent on their back, and they may even tap from exhaustion. Another way Car Jitsu fighters submit their opponent is by using the window frames of the car as leverage for kimura or for shooting a triangle choke. As dangerous as Car Jitsu seems, it is a practical and creative way to use BJJ in real-life scenarios, and it can serve as a way for you to pick up 1 or 2 self-defense skills to tweak your jiu-jitsu to defend yourself in a car. Car Jitsu has become a widely accepted sport in Russia, and in 2022, it made its way to the shores of the United States.
Like Leroy's going to go back into the car here, and we're going to finish round 1 with no winner,
where it is now gradually gaining popularity. Also, Car Jitsu is now spreading its wings to branch into Car MMA. It is yet to be seen how big the car combat sport can be. Do you think Helio Gracie will approve of this new form of Jiu-Jitsu?
In a cage, Gracie Jiu Jitsu, on the mat. Well, that's only a small percentage, my friends. Gracie Jiu Jitsu, everyday life.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.